This is a very simple way you can make your own fish pie at home. Hello, you're welcome back to my page. In today's recipe, I'll share with you on how to make your own fish pie at home. This is very crispy on the outside but very tender inside. First of all, let's make the fish for the fish pie. So into your pot, go in with your washed fish. You can use any fish of choice. Add in your seasoning, your salt, and your pepper. For this, I use the all-purpose seasoning powder, add in some salt and scotch bonnet pepper. You're going to be adding in little water, cover up your pot and allow this fish to cook. Few minutes later, the fish will be well cooked. What you're going to do now is that you're going to remove the fish from the stock, proceed now to debone the fish, and we are ready to fry the fish pie filling. Into the pan now, go in first with your vegetable oil. Allow the oil to heat up and add in your chopped onions. You're going to fry this till it is translucent. Pour in the already deboned fish that we cooked earlier. So add in the fish and stir. You're going to be adding in some scotch bonnet pepper because you want a little bit of heat in this. Add in some of your grated carrot. This is just going to take the taste of your fish from 0 to 100%. You want the fish filling to actually be very tasty, and this is ready. Set this aside. In a bowl now, go in with your all-purpose flour. I use 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, add in half a teaspoon of your margarine. We are going to be using 1.5 cup of water to make this into a bowl. So after stirring with my spoon, I added in the extra half cup. Right now, I'm just going to keep the spoon and use my hands to mix this very well. We want the outside of our fish pie to be very crisp, hence we are not going to be using any yeast or baking powder. So after mixing, this is what the dough should look like. The dough is well formed now. Before you transfer this to your work surface, you're going to lightly grease the work surface with some flour. This is going to help this not to stick to the work surface because the dough is a little bit sticky, and it will actually help the dough to seal up properly and not open up when it's on fire. So after rolling this out with my rolling pin, I'm just cutting out the edges to give it a very even cut. I cut this into two. Proceed now to add in your fish fillings into the dough. After adding the fish filling to the dough, use the other part of the dough to cover this up. It's just very easy. Just watch as I'm doing this. So I'm just going to cover this up and use my fork to press down the edges. You can as well use your hands to do that. This fork pressing is just totally optional, but to have that legendary shape of a fish pie, you can just use your fork to just press down. And this is ready. We are now going to transfer this to a medium heated oil. Emphasis on medium heated oil. The oil should not be too hot. If not, your fish pie will just get done easily on the outside and the inside won't be cooked at all. So I'm just going to allow this to fry on one side before we flip it over for it to fry very well. Just to add this here, if you're using yeast or baking powder, remember you're going to allow your dough to just rest before you proceed to roll and add your fish pie into this. So once the fish pie is ready, I'm just going to take it out from the hot oil, transfer to the paper towel for it to drain any excess oil. Just take out how lovely this is looking. This is actually very crispy on the outside but very tender inside. If you want a fish pie just like your samosa, you should just grab this with your both hands. Don't forget to like, share and follow for more recipe. I'll see you in my next one.